Hello everybody, and welcome back to Novice to Nightmare Plays Oxygen Not Included. On Hovel, we are kind of approaching the mid-game. We got our hands on some plastic in the last episode, and we've thrown in a steam turbine. We're just waiting for this system to kind of finish. I can probably turn this... oh, it's off. Once all of the gas is out of here, we will have a good heat deletion system for our metal refinery that will actually give us a little bit of power onto our grid. We're still using coal, which I'm not a big fan of, but this will be turning on in just 15 cycles, so that'll help. Our power supply isn't amazing, but we have plenty of food, which is good, and plenty of dupe power. Some of the dupes were getting idle last time around, so now that won't be as much. Now having dupes to do stuff isn't going to be as much of an issue. I do want to change the food supply. I'm quite keen to turn us over to mushrooms. Lettuce is less of a concern. There is no renewable supply of chlorine. Maybe when we get to space, there's a way to get a lot of bleach stone very easily. Or chlorine. I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. And I suppose if there was a chlorine kind of... if there was a chlorine area, I probably never really exploited it because there was never any need, but that would be something I'd be quite keen to find. So, sorry, a chlorine planet, not a chlorine area. So... yeah, the plan for this one, a few things I want to do. I want to disinfect the water so that this doesn't have as many germs in it. So that just takes actually putting a little bit of bleach stone, of all things, into here, and then making a little bit of a vacuum, and then we'll have the water nice and clean. That'll just be a nice system to have robustly set up. Then I could probably make this water tank quite a bit bigger. But that's not urgent because we don't actually have that much water as things stand. But that's one little side project I want to do in this episode. I also want to get this SPOM actually doing stuff for us. Although it's slowly kicking on, I don't know. Oh no, it is. It's fully ready to go. It just needs to clean some of this out of the tank here, which it has. It just needs to get rid of some of these packets and then get that repaired. And then that'll be fine and up and running properly. Which is going to drain our water supplies even more. We don't have lots. I want to get this up and running, obviously. Get us quite a lot of metal. We have explored pretty much the entire map now. I could probably send someone a little bit farther that way, just to do the last little bit. How about someone climb up here and goes over there, and then that'll probably reveal the last bit there. Then what else? What else can be done? I would be very, very keen to try and tap a volcano for power. That would be quite nice. It would be pretty... it would require a lot more materials than we have. So yeah, steel. Steel is now a new priority. Let's get our hands on some steel. So this first, and then steel. Where is the... we want a rock crusher. We have one up here, actually. We might as well use it. And we want a lot of lime. So all of the fossil will be turned to lime. All of the eggshells. All of the poke shell melts. And we should get quite a bit of lime, which will be good, especially when Otto has nothing else to do. And we picked up some... we did pick up some operating duplicates last time. Yeah, Ashken and Mima. And then, yeah, we got another runner as well. So we want 2 more people. I would still take an operator builder at this rate. They're quite important, especially in the later game when we're building a lot of that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye out for who's interesting. Let's see, did we get more skill points? We did. I'm gonna throw hats on these folks so that I remember. Oh, well, you're not actually a... Ashken, you're meant to be a... operator. Why did I spent your first skill point weirdly, didn't I? You on the other hand are a carrier. I'm gonna take your hat off to remind myself. And then Mima, did I... yeah, okay, I think I was trying to get them all exosuit wearing abilities because I want to move them all into exosuits. That might be something I do this session. It might not. It would involve relocating some stuff because I like to kind of rehouse everyone in a different space whenever I do that. Just it feels like kind of a milestone when you do. Tell you what, I could core out this slime biome and then there's a nice lump of uninterrupted space here to house everyone. Pretty much in the middle of the map and pretty clear of issues, although I'm going to want to set up an industrial setup here. And I'll probably put the stuff for it there, letting the magma fall down into a pit. This would take some thought. This is a nice clear space, actually, I could work with, and it would be too wide. Like 2 blocks, 2 kind of grid patterns wide. Oh, that's gonna boil. Whew. Let's put some more salt water in there. Yeah, so I do want to rehouse all the duplicants. This is a decent space for it, just above these hydrogen vats. It's a little bit high up, which I don't like. Having it in the middle of the map would be better, but there's just stuff in the way of most of everything else. And once we get transport tubes, I suppose that won't be a problem. It's also not much farther up than it is currently. Let's figure out how big I would want it to be. I want a floor for recreation. I want a dining hall. I also want a fridge, but a cold one as opposed to something like this. So it takes up less space. You can just use, oh, there's a way of doing it. I think it's a conveyor chute to just dump food on the floor, and if it's kept cold, it'll stay clean, and you don't need a bunch of boxes, you just need a space, literally like this. So I want that as well. I could map all that out. We'll get metal first so that we actually have the materials to do all of this and get these projects underway. How are we for gas? Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, this will turn into vacuum fairly quickly. Maybe if this was too wide it would have been a bit better, but... Oh, it's also trying to get rid of the gas from up here, isn't it? Oh, and that never got an exosuit delivered. Or power. We might not have either of those above things. Let's find out. Exosuits will be in clothing. Yeah, no. And we don't even have power to that. Well, that'll change. Yeah, let's make 2, why not? Is it going to burn out the massage tables? Probably not. Look at the stress. We've got none at the minute, which is good. And then we can reinforce that wire once we get metal anyway, so that's fine. Cool. That's well on its way. Anything else we want to do? Be nice to get rid of the slime biomes. Anyone else remember when I said I was going to get rid of them at one point? And I never did. Let's make a start on that. Well, we got the grid pattern in there. And the slime lung would have a hard time getting back that far. Just going to make it even harder for it. Let's build in some actual bricks there. And another deodorizer. Why not? Then we'll start to core out this. You know what? Yeah, that'll probably precede... It'll probably precede the disinfection attempt. Oh, they really get moving with this stuff, it's good. And I didn't even have to set that, well, I set some of it to higher priority. Who got scalded? Oh, it'll be whoever delivered the more water in there, I bet. Yeah, they're doing it tiny bits at a time, which isn't great. Should probably lock that. Oh, so it might have been someone getting eggshells otherwise. How much lime do we have? Because I set that up seconds ago. Consumable ore. Okay, yeah, not much. Still. How's all this looking? Yeah, they're getting rid of the sour gas plot. Then it'll be natural gas. Hey! That was quick. Wrong element damage. Oh. Oh no. Is it still taking... Okay, what have I set up wrong? Something's wrong here, hang on. It's the age-old culprit. This is backing up, which isn't particularly helpful for us. In fact, both of them have backed up. It's because of the way I've wired this a little bit weirdly. I think a packet's gotten in here and then just blocked up both of them, so it's not too hard to fix. I think this will do it. If I just go like that, I think. Let's get that built anyway. This should free up this one. Yeah. There we go. Let's see who we have. Not a decorator, and a runner who can't build. Oh well. Sorry, May. Okay, let's get that full of sand, and then I'm going to core out some of this. I should probably do it little by little, so I don't overwhelm what we've got in here. Yeah, just that. We'll start with that, and then see where we go from there. So yeah, I'll also try and core out this entire slime biome. I could rapidly disinfect it by just opening this volcano, things would get quite toasty. And I do have exosuits, but yeah, that would create a temperature problem that I would then have to solve, and I don't want to. Water geyser. You know, I could have that pooling down here and just make this a massive water tank. Ooh, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? All it would take is an exosuit, then core out this slime, and then it would probably get so hot that it will disinfect it. I think that might be what's happened here with this slime. I really don't know. What temperature does slime die at? It says 100 in the wiki, or in the database here. I don't believe it. I'm sure I've seen it disinfect at lower temperatures, but who knows. Let's get down there so that's easy to do when we want to. You get tinkering. Should have done that a while ago, and now I can put your hat on so that I remember what you do. Tinkering. Cool. Whoops. Just mop up a few things. This is just going to be... Yeah, I'm probably going to start more projects than I'm actually going to get done. Let's see how this is looking. Yeah, let's speed that up. This is the first priority, I think, because we want metal. We can do a lot with a little bit of metal. You know, we can nearly dump another bit of water in there. Nah, it's fine. It'll hopefully stay. Okay, I'll skip ahead a little bit until this is ready to go. You know, seeing all of this, they're being very industrious. That you really notice the difference when you have a few more dupes on the map of how much they're able to do for you. And what they're able to do for us is quite a lot right now. But seeing them all zipping around there, I felt bad. And I remembered I have not installed fire poles, and they make things a lot quicker. So there we go. Hopefully that's that problem solved. They'll start to move around the map a little bit quicker. Whoops. Yeah, that's quite a good investment. It takes a bit of iron ore to do it, but there we go. It'll just mean we get a bit more done. In fact, it would be pretty useful over here where people are struggling to move around. Yeah, it'll spread the heat on it a little bit, but that's fine. Something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that was a volcano. I'm not going to forget that in a hurry. And yeah, a future Slickster ranch up there. But yeah, let's get back to over here and skip ahead again. Well, it took one more pump thrown in up here, but we do actually now have a vacuum to work with, which is perfect. So, if I'm not mistaken, I can just throw that on. If I do make mistakes from here on out, it should be easier to kind of fix them. I can just crack this open again, but no, for now I think this will work fine. I don't know if I mentioned, but I put these obsidian bricks in here as kind of a thermal buffer. There's just a bit more mass to them. And yeah, 200 kilos, which means that to change temperature it takes a bit more effort. They should hold their temperature a bit better, and it should just buffer out the kind of differences between some of the packets that move through here slightly. It also exchanges temperature quite well. It's got a high enough thermal conductivity. 2 is okay. Steam's... I can't remember what steam is actually. But yeah, obsidian's actually better than salt water at this stage. So, with that all done, it should be resource free to start converting iron ore to iron. Oh no, you don't want to do that before we introduce... should I make this... No, I'm probably going to have to break the vacuum now, aren't I? But I'll leave all the infrastructure in place in case I need to turn it on again. So we will just disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. And then, yeah, we need to let some gas in here so that this doesn't overheat immediately. Let's mop that up. And yeah, we'll let air come in from above. I'll also just drop an airflow tile in here. This will try to overheat. I will introduce a cooling system. Once we use maybe 2 or more of these steam turbines, I'll introduce a cooling system. For now, it shouldn't be too bad. It should run. It'll run for the first maybe 100 iron, maybe? I don't know. Never. I in the past I've built these a bit bigger and then thrown in a cooling system, but I was quite desperate to get some iron because we've been using a rock crusher, which really upset me. You know, we could do with some aluminium too, just because it's so good thermally. But let's see. Let's get some iron going. This'll throw out... Oh, that didn't quite finish. Oh yeah, people don't have oxygen down here. Let me just check How did that fix itself? Pretty much. Yeah, these are running full time now, which is good. It's producing enough hydrogen to run this generator almost constantly. I wonder if two SPAWMs run one external generator with the waste hydrogen. Not sure. We could probably turn this off. Can we? No, we'll leave it on for now. It's not doing anything though. We don't even have coal in the generators. Nah, it's fine. We'll leave it be. We'll start getting power out of this soon. 157 degree oil. Okay. We're starting to make some metal. That's good to see. Although it's all been allocated to stuff already. Apparently. And yeah, it takes a little longer to fill up again with coolant. If you had another pipe coming in to fill it, it wouldn't take so long, but it has enough. So it'll get done. Errands. Yeah, someone will get along to it tomorrow. We could make this a bit bigger, I suppose, but for now we're just going to leave that running for a while, and it'll start to throw iron our way. With that little bit of iron, we will start to make steel as well. So let's put in refined carbon. Okay, we need some refinement, a kiln, and we'll put it here. They get quite hot, but that's okay. Down here, that's not too much of an issue. There's plenty of heat around here anyway. How's all this looking? Yeah, farm's running nicely. I'm just gonna give the dupes something to do in their spare time. All our runners will start to clean that up now. It'll just look a bit nicer. And you know what? There as well. This is gonna make... Oh no, it's not so full here that the system will start to struggle to run with that, but the overlay will tell us. Yeah, 561 debris. So yeah, quite a bit. Or sorry, no, there's just 57 debris apparently. 57 different types of thing there. Okay. Anything else interesting to be seen? I think we're just waiting for some metal to kind of start to pile up. Refined carbon. Let's get about 25 from each of those. And that is out of power. Why? Oh yeah. Because we turned the coal generators off. How long's left on you? Just 9.1. Yeah, it's annoying being dependent on that. How many is left on you? Yeah, we could get this running before time runs out on that. Is there anything interesting around you? No. I mean, there's some metal volcanoes, but I can, in theory, just turn this whole space into natural gas storage. Let's make it fit the grid, though, just to be proper. That's where the ladder should be. Oh, that's one to the left of where the ladders are meant to be anyway, I think. You know, we could just do that. We don't want to go through the slime biome. Whoops. Has that got... Yeah, it's got germs. Oh, that's annoying. That ladder's not quite where I want it to be. That would have saved me a little bit of effort, but that's fine. Let's just double check that the grid pattern's okay. That's 24, making that 26. And we're leaving some space. Yeah, that's fine. We'll core all that out too. But yeah, we're going to want those there. We'll core out the space for it. And then this, I'm pretty sure this is the right level. I checked before, because I've laid out the grid for it. There should be 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then we're back in the normal grid, which works fine. This could do with a battery, couldn't it? Just to make sure it keeps running. Could put it below. Don't want to make it out of lead though. Again, we're waiting for metal so that we can make metal. But yeah, this is okay to be bricked up now, I believe. Although it would be nice to swap those out for iron ones. Or steel. Yeah, we'll try and get some steel before this turns on again so that we can make that a permanent fixture. Because this one will overheat eventually, I think. Okay, we got loads of salt water in there now. Just mop that bit there. How hot is it? Yeah, it's fine. Although anyone going into hospital is probably going to get burns. That's not good. That's a really bad place for it. We did want it below here, I remember last time. Oh, and we got some of the what are they called? Fire poles. We got some of those built, which is good. Yeah, wow, there's really no need for all these tanks. They're just circulating. I could put a hydrogen pump just way up here. But no, it's fine. That should be under, yeah, that's under quite a lot of pressure because we're actually pressurizing the entire area now. Everything's filling up, which is good. This is getting forced down. Zombie spores? Excuse me? Oh no. Oh yeah, we want to clean up that gas pretty soon then. Where did those come from? That's really not good. Food poisoning, yeah, that's fine. Zombie spores in the gas. I've never had a duplicant get zombie spores before. I don't think it's a good thing. It's really, really quite bad actually. Okay, so there's some in the crude oil down here. That's still going. It's actually gotten bigger. Let's see, are there any spore kids around? These plants, devilish plants. No. I might have introduced a problem here. I don't know. Let's look for a farmer. Nope. Trypophobic builder, no. Diggers we have plenty of. Oh, Niels. We can welcome Niels back. You know, you're not half bad. We did want an operator. Suit wearer is good too. You could be an astronaut eventually. Oh, it'd feel nice welcoming Niels back into the colony, even if it is a different, yeah. Niels, welcome back. Okay, cool. So you're gonna be an operator, are you? That works for me. You can also be a builder. Oh, and you have mold hands. Cool. We'll give you points in carrying, just so that we can eventually get exosuits on everyone. Ashcan, you can have tinkering though, so that I can put your hat on. And Bert can carry lots of stuff now. Good. I really don't like those zombie spores. I don't think they're enough to give anyone a case of zombie spores, but I just want to see if there's a source for it. Doesn't seem to be. No. Weird. And we just don't have enough power for this. Tell you what, we'll turn these on again. Why not? They really need some coal though. Oh yeah, one's more than enough. One hydrogen generator is more than enough to deal with the runoff from 2 spawns. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah, now we have enough power for this. And someone will get around to it eventually. That starvation's a lie. Okay. Cool. It will become power positive as well, which is good. Once this starts to heat up a bit more. And steel, I think, is one of the most... Yeah, steel throws out the most heat. And heat just equals... In this system, heat just equals power. More or less, which is good. Did we introduce some gas in here? Yeah, so that won't overheat in a hurry. It will eventually though if I don't deal with that. And we got someone over here. Oh! Huh. Really didn't expect to see another geyser. But that's a nice sight to see. Let's get down there and investigate it. I don't want to release that big pool of water, so we'll go this way. Oops. We can probably just stare down to it. 1, 2... Yeah, this is going to be a bit boring, so I'll skip ahead. That's at least the stairs kind of pathed out. Put them all to 9 priority. I'm very curious to find out what that one is. It's almost definitely the last geyser on the well, on the planet. I'd say so. I'd be very surprised if anything was lurking in the little dark spaces around here. So that'll be curious. Kind of fingers crossed for a chlorine vent. Must be one of few people who've ever said that, but yeah, it'd be nice. Oh, the abyssalite's very thin there. Weird. One other thing, I got some helpful suggestions on Reddit that the problem here with people dropping like micrograms of food is because we don't have enough toilets, and I'm pretty sure that's true. Apparently the second a toilet becomes available, because of the system where they go to the toilet before eating, in terms of their priorities, they will abandon eating the second a toilet becomes available, even if they're carrying no calories. So yeah, bit of a weird one, but that second toilets that I've queued up just now should solve the problem, hopefully. And we have space for a third if we want it. Now, I could save us a little bit of bother if I can figure out a place to put an exosuit dock. I could rip out these and put it there, and that would just save us having to rehouse everyone. But there's too many things in the way, and I don't want to try and make it airproof, so no. We'll rehouse everyone eventually. We have turned all of the poke shell malts, eggshells, and eggshells to lime, which is good. We should have plenty of it now. What are we at? Yeah, well, 175 is okay. It's not loads, but it's enough for a bit of steel. And I'm just going to turn all of our iron to steel that we get available. And this is now heating up the steam. That all got converted to steam. And the second that this gets over 125, it becomes power positive. So let's just have a look. There we go. That got up to above 125. And now it is producing power for us. 240 watts running for any considerable amount of time. Well, it's quite good at deleting heat, so it will turn it back down below 125 quite quickly. But I think it should be powering the metal refinery now. So this isn't truly costing us no resources now to turn iron ore into iron, which is a pretty nice system. It's a trade I'm definitely willing to take. And now we have a ton of iron, literally, well, just over. So let's see. Can I make a gas pump out of iron? I don't know. No, just steel. That's fine. We can wait for some steel to become available. In fact, we'll turn that off for now. We got down to 83. What was my claim? My claim was that this will run until we get up to all 99 completed. I think it will. I think it might. It's already quite a lot hotter than its surroundings. I could probably do with throwing some temp shift plates in here, actually. What to make them of, though? Yeah. Why not lead? Can't imagine it's all that good, though. Yeah, 35's good. I mean, it's a lot better than the gas around it. Thermal conductivity of chlorine is pathetic. Starvation. Yeah, okay, hopefully that'll go away. Oh, that got built. Good. That got built very quickly. Yeah, it's a wonder. Having a few more duplicates really helps. I wish I'd done that sooner. But we had to get the facilities up and running, so I'm not going to blame myself too much. We can also put in a few more nice looking things up here. Why not? We'll put in crown moldings right the way across, apart from where that gas vent is. And oh, you know what? Should really have made them out of granite, but it's a very incremental difference, so I won't bother replacing them. Okay, that'll be a nice, much nicer looking thing in just a second. Oh, who do we have available first? Oh, destructive. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry, folks. Okay, yeah, as I said, this should look a lot prettier very quickly. That's looking a lot more like it now. We got some glorious decor in there. It's not perfect. It's still not quite perfect. Just given the layout, it's hard to get enough decor over here, but I mean, it's looking better. We still need that marble block to be carved by our masterwork artist, but yeah, it's definitely looking good. One other trick that I've put in here is another buddy bud. I think it actually might have an effect on the food poisoning germs. I'm not entirely sure though. And I might even, just to make sure that we get the best effect out of this mirth leaf, I'm going to drop in some airflow tiles here. It also means that the gas vent here will actually pressurize this room a bit better as well, because this is one of the highest traffic areas in the colony. Right here in these bathrooms, so it's good to make sure that it's constantly getting pressurized with air. But yeah, ooh, that got built, did it? Yeah, that's pretty nice looking. So is our, you know what? What about, so yeah, we've just about enough reed fiber to justify doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All our reed fiber is from Wild Harvest over here, I believe. So we don't have piles of... Oh, it got stifled by temperature. Oh well, that was probably inevitable. It's a shame though. Those were quite productive for us for a while. Any other ones we could use instead? Not really. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, you know what? It'd be nice to just see this all fall down there. Let's carve straight up like that. And then across into there. Across into there. And like that. It's nice that when you know you have exosuits, you don't have to worry about slime lung. That's gonna be quite a good addition. How are... yeah, we're able to keep the slime lung at bay. Just about. There's enough oxygen that it dies before it can get over here. So that's good to see. Okay, one other thing we could probably do is carve out that. And you can go. Opening that up will get rid of that little pocket of polluted oxygen as well, which is good. Yeah, you're working out all overtime to get rid of some of the slime from in there. Okay, cool. And the rest of the base looks clean enough from slime lung. And yeah, the seeing all of the duplicants going up here to use the bathroom made me realize just how bad it was that we only had 3 available. You definitely need... probably a bathroom per 10 duplicants isn't a bad rule of thumb. Don't know what the exact... how it works out exactly, and there's so many irritable bile and other people in here that it might change things, but that's what I'm going to work with for now. But yeah, that's not bad, and it's gotten rid of all of the starvation warnings blinking up, so that's another plus. But yeah, those are some pretty bathrooms. That might even boost the morale of some people. How's everyone's morale? Yeah, they don't stay in there long enough that it'll have a major effect, but it might. It might push people from having, from thinking it's poor decor until slightly bigger, slightly better. Okay, what are you doing? Oh, you're building a temp shift plate. Cool. Works for me. And yeah, we've got... well, all our iron seems to be dedicated to doing stuff. It's certainly going somewhere. Oh! Are we building steel? Yes! Okay, we have a ton of steel to work with. Perfect. Let's get this built and closed off. That'll be nice to see. Oh, and we could probably have done with that a bit sooner. Would you look at that? We're even going to get some food. Oh, we got into there as well. I probably missed that earlier. Rummage through there. Oh, it's got a neural vaccinator. Cool. Let's get... maybe not Otto. I think Otto might have gotten all of them. If Otto has beefsteak, then they have all of the possible benefits of vaccinators. I'm not sure how many you've used. 1, 2... was there a third over here somewhere? Let me just check. Let's find Otto. What are you likely to be doing, buddy? You're going to be operating something. Or maybe not. Maybe other people are stealing that job from you. Oh! Hello. Hello, friend. So, what are your things? Sunny disposition, beefsteak, regenerative. Oh, deeper diver's lungs. You could do with deeper diver's lungs. That is probably what will come from using this. So let's queue up Otto. There might be another one. I could be forgetting, but I think that's just the last of them. And someone's going to rummage through this and get us some clothes. Wouldn't mind putting on snazzy suits for people, but we don't have any. Okay. Let's see if I was right. Deeper diver's lungs. Deep diver's lungs, okay. Yeah, so Otto is using a little bit less air in the colony, and you know what? I'll take it. That's perfectly good for me. Although once I make you an astronaut, that's going to be a bit redundant, but you know what? It's fine. We've got some polluted oxygen up here that I'm not a big fan of. We are also in a slime biome, which makes me a bit nervous, but it's fine. Just got to be careful about not coring into one by accident. Now, it'd be nice to go a bit higher up here, just to make sure there's no geyser up there. So, how about straight up there? And we were going to check out this. Did we find out what it was? Oh, well, it's a it's a 2 tall geyser, so we should be about to find out what it is. But before that, I want to show people something quite exciting. So I think what might be happening is, I don't play with a lot of duplicates usually, but I think they try to give you, from the printables, duplicate models that you don't already have. Now you can get doubles, but I think maybe there's something happening like that. And something quite exciting's just happened. Now I'm probably going to reject them, but look at this. We have a meep. Now I've probably just been missing that we have meeps appearing, but I was almost certain that they don't for us. Now they're destructive, so that's not great. Decorator, cook, builder. Yeah, their skills set isn't amazing. Building's nice, but yeah, I'm just reassured to know that they exist in the printing pod. So we might take them on as our 20th duplicate if they appear with some quite cool abilities. I really want a farmer, actually. We took on nails, but we'd quite like a farmer. I'm realizing that we probably need about 1 farmer per 7 duplicates. Is probably a decent rule of thumb. Definitely not 1 per 10, especially not with how not calorifically dense our stuff is. What's going on here? Oh, it might not have formed. The geyser might not have formed because of where it is. That's possible. Yeah, it looks like it. That's a shame. Oh, that's such a tease. That would have been nice to see. Oh well. We'll core out around it and make doubly sure. But yeah, I think what's happened is the same as happened over here for this volcano. Let's get someone over here just to double check this area. We can send them to mine that out, and then we'll know a bit more about what's going on up there. And while we're at it, why not deconstruct those and core over... Oh, well, I know one reason why. We don't want to expose ourselves to space, but we won't from doing that. That'll get done. And yeah, we're just completing the last bit of exploration. What's happened over here? Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of steel, which is good. We can put in that gas vent, or gas pump. And the overheat temperature is 275, which is well below what this will tend to go towards. So, with that all in, probably better to make this a conductive wire. Oh, we have so much lead. Why aren't all our wires conductive? Nothing around here is 300 degrees, so why not make all of these? That was the main one I was worried might try to burn itself out. That'll get done. Skills. Anyone else? You are going to be... Oh, an electrical engineer. I think that means that you can make... Yeah, you can't make automation, but you can make turbines now, which is good. And Ada is carrying more. Gossman, carrying more. Cool. Oh, look at you. Rowan has incredible morale. Why is that? Oh, last cycle's decor was average. Cool. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. Whoa. What's your decor at, buddy? I mean, you can get ludicrously high decor. Okay, 252. Once you get pedestals and artifacts from space, you can get incredibly high decor. And we're not quite there yet. This might struggle to make it. Yeah, it's already close to overheating. Or well, not close, but getting there. In that direction. Let's get these built. Add a 9, and then we can close it up. Now, it takes a lot of gas reservoirs to cope with what this will try and throw out. I think that's in the middle of where the next railing segment would try to be. 24, 25, 26. Oh. Okay, the next ladder is actually where I've put that one. That's where the next ladder segment's going to be. That's fine. That's good to know. And we can actually deconstruct this one. Cool. Now let's core out that. And this. And put in a bunch of gas reservoirs. Another trick I could use is pump it into the room at 20 kilos of pressure, 20 kilograms of pressure. I could also use doors to try and create a like super high pressure area, but the first, I don't know how useful that'll be, and the second is a bit exploitative. So for now I'm just going to use gas reservoirs, and that'll do. It won't have massive storage capacity, but a little bit of a buffer would be nice. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll get a fourth and a fifth in. Yeah, we're only getting that fifth in because this isn't the typical layout, but that's fine. And for this one we'll get 1, 2, 3, and if I take out those ladders, we'll get another. And it's not a lot of gas reservoirs, but it's a few, and it's enough to keep this running, well, to keep this stocking up natural gas, and once this goes dormant it might let it run for another, even just 2 or 3 cycles, but that's nice, and it also just looks like a cool little facility down here storing natural gas, which is another thing that I don't mind, so let's wire it all up. And then we want an outflow pipe for everything, preferably one like this. And then like that. Cool. So that natural gas reservoir should be quite nicely able to just feed into the other one. I can't core through there, so we're left trying to snake the pipes up through this little gap between the hot rocks here. Let's... Whoops. There's no harm in... no harm in just doing this. Normally I try and leave 1 tile space between my pipes so that I can jump bridges over them. Don't know why I just pointed at my screen so I can jump bridges over them. Yeah, let's run that up. That's perfect. Ah, that's a little bit annoying. We can work around it though. Yeah, we kind of wanted to use that little space, but deconstruct there, deconstruct those, and that'll be a problem that fixes itself. Hang on just a second. I think that's that problem solved, and we have, yeah, oxygen pipes gonna go down here, and natural gas will run up here. Cool. Take a while for them to build all that, of course. Except that might help. And yeah, they can reach everything. Everything's fine in that regard. Yep. Also just dig that up. And why not dig all that up while we're at it? Cool. We might even throw another floor in below with some more gas tanks, just to really make sure that this is quite a high capacity. It really won't help much. Like these do get drained ridiculously fast, but it'll smooth out the power a little bit. That's going to turn on 8.5 cycles, but that's enough time to get all this built, hopefully. And yeah, then we can brick that up. I mean, this is actually the priority, get that a little bit so I can brick this up. And you know what, while we're at it, let's pull all this stuff out of there so that it looks a bit nicer. And yeah, that's fine. It's not going to get in the way of either of these two. They won't take a lot of space to kind of tame them. So we could even throw in some more gas tanks below, above, to infinity. Oh, that's still running. Cool. How many have you thrown out? 12 reed fiber. Cool. We can crack into there when we need a bit more. Okay, so what's next? We got ourselves some metal. Some steel, no less. Oh, this turned on again. Did it? I think I caught it just turning on again, yeah. Okay. That's good to see. Ooh, it's getting dangerously toasty. We'll relocate that next. I did set out a big list of things that we'll get done, but we're kind of approaching that. How are we for time? Yeah, we're okay. We'll get plenty of that done. Yeah, this is probably making enough power to power itself now, which is good. Because this is only running about a quarter as often as this is. This is up. Its uptime is probably close to 100. We've got a lot of steam in here, which means when it gets cooled down fast, and then it takes a little while to get back up temperature. Maybe it's not quite paying for itself, but it's very, very cheap iron, which is good. Oh, huh. Yeah, that's so annoying. There's nothing there. That would have been nice, but fair enough. Who's starving? It's annoying. It just keeps popping up. Did we get anyone over here to find out? Yeah, there's nothing more to be seen up there. A little bit of a cold abyssalite for some reason. And we even got over here, and unless there's something behind that red abyssalite, there's no more geysers on the map. So, we know how play is going to go. We're going to get the duplicants some slightly better food. Some mushrooms, I think we'll go towards. So, we'll turn all this into a big mushroom pit. And we'll definitely need coolant then. Just because of how... Well, actually we won't. Not as much, because mushrooms aren't as intensive on cooling. They can survive up to 35. Just want to check what the specs are, so I'm gonna build another planter. Just so I can check what everything is that a mushroom needs and how much food it throws out. We need to know how many of the plants we're actually going to want. Because I'm going to go for 30 as a population until a bit later in the game when we have ranching and stuff set up. But I think we could support 30 with mushrooms. Okay, what's going on? You folks are starving, yeah, because you're going to the bathroom first. Yeah, look, I mean almost all 6 toilets are full. All the time. That's crazy. I definitely have a schedule set. Yeah, they do have bath time in the morning, but it's not apparently enough. Eating a bit more into the work there, but you know what, that's fine. Let's make sure that they get to the bathroom in the mornings as well. And having a staggered schedule wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's make sure that that gets done. So we'll put it 3 before early bird. Yeah. So we have 4 downtime, 2 bath time, and then everything else is work. We'll try and put half the duplicants on that, and it'll just mean that the bathroom use is a little less all at once. So, tell you what, we'll put all of the favourites, which I think is probably Nails, Max, Hassan for sure. Who else has been involved in kind of perilous stuff? Rowan's probably a favourite. Ashkan. Who else? We want it about half and half. You know what, we'll put... No, we already have Turner as a farmer on... No, we'll put Camille on nighttime as well. You know what, that'll roughly do. That's enough to stagger the schedule slightly. Stagger... Schedule. Stagger schedule 1 actually it's going to be. Cool. Do we have alarms turned off for that? Yeah, we've not been getting. Who's available? No farmers. That's a shame. Yeah, you're pretty good. Trafalgar's not bad. Bubbles is not bad either. Ooh, they're quite good across the board. Actually, no, Trypophobia isn't great. It would be really good, but we don't need another builder. We want a farmer for number 20. Yeah, you know what, we're probably going to push to 22 duplicants just because that's what this can support, especially if I get rid of that deodorizer. And once I start having to build a second Great Hall, that's annoying. It's going to boil soon. We really need a new cooling facility. Okay, let's find out what mushrooms take. Okay, 35. Carbon dioxide. Slime, 4,000 grams per cycle. Okay, 4 kilos. That's probably doable. I mean, we certainly have enough of it right now, I think. Slime, 6 tons, yeah. But we're going to need a way of making sure not everyone gets slime lung. So we'll want everyone in Atmo suits before we make that change. Liam's not starving. And they put out 2,400 calories every 7.5 cycles. Now compare that with mealwood. 600. Okay, let me just do the miles on this. Okay, so per cycle, each meal wood plant puts out 200 kilocalories, which is why you need 10 for one hungry duplicant, because they take in 2,000 kilocalories per cycle. Fungal spores, which become mushrooms, give out 2,400 every 7.5 cycles, so nearly double the time, but a little bit more in terms of food. So they give out 320 kilocalories per cycle, which means you need about 6 per duplicant. 6 is actually not enough, so 7, which isn't a lot less labor, but it's a little bit less labor, and the food is a bit more calorie dense, which just helps generally with a lot of things. So that's pretty good, and I do want to make that change. But the fact that they're fed by slime, and all of our slime contains slime lung, is a little bit of an issue. So we'll get everyone in atmo suits before we start to try and farm that, because I don't want the entire base getting slime lung. Because the food poisoning has been annoying enough. So yeah, we did say we were going to sterilize that too. That's not a big project, so I should probably do that, shouldn't I? And just get on with it. Let's core out the space for it. Don't like that that's there. You know what? I don't want to put a wall touching it. I think that can actually let it transmit. We'll core all that out. How are we for... Yeah, that's fine. And we're just going to core out slime. The fact that we're changing to mushrooms kind of necessitates that we core out all of this. So that is what we're going to do. Now let's make sure that this grid lines up with our current one, because that's how I operate. Yep. And then we're just going to core out a bunch of that. That'll get done. Cool. Starvation. No, you're not. Yeah, you know what? A third bathroom probably wouldn't go amiss either. But they're not all eating at the same time, or they shouldn't be, now that they're on different schedules. Yeah, so whose schedule is this? We've got Lindsay and everyone going to eat, which means it's the main group of 10 duplicants. You know what, we could put 2 more in here and then they'll be evenly... Oh. Yeah, Otto's a favourite. Why is Otto not in there? And who else? Who gets the move to the favourites? Lyra is an original. No, Lyra has actually not been that long if they're a builder. Yeah, whoever's oldest is probably gonna get it. You know what? It's gonna be Harold. Welcome to the favourites. Okay, so now they're equal in number. Cool. That works for me. Yeah, we get a few cases of food poisoning every couple cycles. Still don't know why. They must have... I don't know. It's weird. There shouldn't be any food poisoning on the food. And are they storing all the food away? No, the food's sitting out, which doesn't help either. Yeah, why is the food sitting out? These should be very high priority to get these filled now. Actually. Let's follow, you're sleeping. Oh no. No, we got enough beds. What? Why are you sleeping there, buddy? You're a night owl, I know, but... What? Yeah, Turner's got a bed there. Very strange. You're not narcoleptic, are you? No. You strange fella. Very, very weird behavior. Okay, yeah, you're kind of half farming right now. You probably don't need to be. I'd prefer just runners. Where are you? Turner. We'll move that down 1. So that... Oh, you know what? No. We're not able to keep up with how much farming we have to do. Let's follow a runner. Who's a runner? I know Harold is. Joshua... Okay, you're a runner. But I think you might be a... Yeah, your priority is storing stuff. Well, that should include food, no? It's supplying type. Okay. You are a tidying priority. Okay. Rowan is a storing stuff. You know what? Yeah, we need a supplier priority, so Rowan can be on supplying. Decorating, supplying. Whoops. Supplying. Now you're going to store dirt, and then you're going to store all the food. Good. That works for me. Where are you storing dirt? Who knows? Some of these... No, they're not going to overpressure. Okay. I thought some of the places we'd put algae terraria are going to overpressure, but they're not in any danger of that. Wow, we're really not getting that gas pump built. I guess we've set up a lot of things to do. And some of them are actually in low oxygen. Whoops. Let's just get these built. Sorry, team. Mima. Nails. Yeah, they're not going to starve. Okay. Just wanted to get that done so that I can brick this up. Sorry, gang. If someone could pick those up, that'd be nice. There we go. Okay. So those walls will get built and then we can forget about everything inside of there. It'll just be a power source. I guess that's almost taming it. Yeah, so there's the map. Pretty happy with that. We're slowly starting to take it over. Quite a few cycles in though. 19 hours. Whew. A lot of that is me just letting the game run, I suppose, though. Didn't find out anything up there, but that's not expected at this stage. Starvation. 4 are starving. Oh! That'll be one of the sources of food poisoning. They're able to not wash their hands in the bathroom. Oh, whoops. I should have spotted that earlier. Huh. Wonder if they've been doing that for the whole time. Yeah, any wonder they're getting food poisoning. They're eating without washing their hands. Look at you, Turner. You fool. I mean, I'm the fool. I set it up like that, but still. You fool. Now, if we're clever about it, we could actually just disinfect here using this bit of space that's left over. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to disinfect over here. That is one more thing I want to get done before the end of the episode. Yeah, there's a little bit of time. I did say I would. Okay, we're going to need those. We're going to need a couple of liquid reservoirs. 3 should nearly do. 4 will do even better though. So why not? How's all this looking? Yeah, fine. It's annoying that we're not tapping this, but we will soon. I think it comes on pretty much in tandem with the other ones. Anyway, we have plenty of power. Nothing to complain about. That's on in 5.2. I'm just gonna make sure that it's bricked up before then though. Yeah, so we want another liquid reservoir, and we basically want the water to sit in the liquid reservoirs for as long as it can. There'll be a little bit of automation. This is a little tricky. I'm gonna try and build it and then I'll jump back in. That's most of it built. I'll just kind of talk through my thinking for it. But basically, there's a mechanic where if you have water sitting in a liquid reservoir surrounded by chlorine, it will start to disinfect, which is really nice, and a mechanic that you can use to your advantage pretty easily. The way I'm going to use it to my advantage... Oh, you know what? We need to access from above now instead of from the side, because I want this to start to fill up with chlorine. Oh, and I need a carbon skimmer. I've missed a few steps in this. But basically, if it's sitting surrounded by chlorine, it'll start to disinfect the water inside, which is really good because it means that... Well, it means that you're disinfecting the water, and then eventually, the way I want to do it is I want to have this starts to fill in, and it fills in in a reservoir here. This then starts to fill in afterwards. It'll just run straight through this cleanly without actually filling up the reservoir. It'll get deposited into here, and I'm going to have this only start to open its outflow whenever it fills up to a certain amount, maybe 25%, just so that there's been water sitting in there a little bit and starting to disinfect. Then that'll allow water out to here, and then I'll have the same sort of system where it'll only let water out once it's been sitting full for a little while, just so that it's been disinfecting for a little bit. And then it'll, hopefully with not very many germs left, it'll move into this tank, And this tank is kind of a circular setup where it's a little bit messy, but it pumps water out here, it goes up here, and then down, and then back into itself. So it'll circulate the water. With nothing more coming in, I'll make the shut off go off. Or sorry, there will be some coming in. Yeah, I'll actually need this to dictate that shut off. Let's just make sure that I set that up so that it does. Oh, and we have quite a lot of iron now, and some steel. Yeah, so I want that to dictate that one shut off. Basically, if it senses no germs for a little amount of time, it'll start to allow water out. And that should be perfectly clean, if polluted water, so that's fine. That's the theory behind how it'll work anyway. It's not a perfect system by any means. Hopefully once I put a carbon skimmer in here, because carbon dioxide is the only thing that is more dense than chlorine in the game, I think, other than, there's probably an exception, but the only common gas I can think of, that will mean that we start to fill this room up with chlorine, in theory. Whether that will come true, we'll find out shortly. I need to power it all, so I've stolen some watts from up there. But it's got plenty of bleach stone, which will help as well. Okay, and now I need to set up the automation. I want it so that when this is full, yeah, so I need to put a not get in there because that's not the way it normally works. When this is full, I want it to stay full for a little while, so I want it to be full, turn off that, and then begin a filter gate that works for a little while. Oh, how do I want this to work? Filter gate that works for a little while. And then, yeah, sorry, I need an XOR. Okay. Whew. Oh, whoops. That's annoying. I need an XOR gate going to that instead. So, where is it? XOR. That should mean that it waits for a little while before it takes water again. If I remember correctly. How to wire one of these up. Like that? I don't know. This is a big variation on a model I've made before. The model I made before was actually I was doing like a single duplicant challenge. I was trying to make a world with just one duplicant. And whew, we were at like this cycle before you got anything really built. But it makes the game easier and harder in ways. You have a lot less labor, but you also can't really do much. It makes for an interesting playthrough. I would recommend it. Okay. The rest of it I can figure out later. It's gonna be a little bit, not the perfect setup, but it should do the job. That one's not gonna flow out until it gets a bit full. And you know what, we'll do the same with this one. Well, that's actually the overflow, so that just makes sure that, yeah, it's fine. Actually, strictly, well, yeah, no, that's the overflow. And then do we want to run it, from the input or from the output? Do we want to run it from the liquid pump? Or do we want to run it from the liquid pipe here? Oh no, we want to run it from the liquid pump because we also have, oh, but that's perfectly clean polluted water. So yeah, we'll run it from the liquid pipe, so that can be our input. We'll snake that through over there. Cool. That should work. We might change it. We'll see. That definitely needs mopped up though. Yeah, I'm not liking that slime. Let's get rid of it. And I could probably do with putting some, some more deodorizers around here. Okay. At least we got a lot of iron. Yeah, this thing's running pretty well. But yeah, it never gets much above 125, so this is probably unnecessary. It's just because there's so much steam in there, it's a really good buffer. But yeah, we're nearly through the 100 iron that I queued up. It should be 10 tons. Yeah, we'll get close because I've been using some of it as well. Cool. This is nearly on as well, which will be good. I should probably just vent it into space though for the first little while to make sure that the thing gets cleaned out of whatever was sitting in it before. Does that have an overheat temperature? No, it doesn't. Oh, I can make all my high pressure gas vents out of lead. With no fear. Cool. Yeah, that's taking a little while to build. I guess because they don't have much oxygen. Or something. But yeah, we've gotten quite a lot done this episode. We're just getting more and more kind of on the path towards stability. Let's see if we get a farmer here first. Destructive. Yeah, I'm probably a bit picky, but there's no harm in that. It's cool to see some meeps though. I swear I haven't had a meep in so long in this come out of the printing board. Okay, so let's just throw a few more skill points at people. Oh, I should have probably given you your tinkering points. Oh well. Electrical engineering, nice. Niels, yeah, you were recruited to be a future astronaut with a passion for exosuits. Okay, cool. I think we're probably going to wrap it up there. I think that's been a pretty successful successful episode though. That's how the base is looking right about now. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. We need some more robust power supply than just natural gas, but there's so much of it that, yeah, we don't really have too much of a problem. Running out of power hasn't been much of an issue. You know what? One more thing. I'm going to just turn those off. Feels like I'm kind of... It just feels bad using coal for power. But yeah, we can call it there, I think. So thanks very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. And I'll see you in the next one. All the best.